Okay, my sweet little soul warriors, my little Pisces. All right, this is your reading. And today I've chosen some water cards for you. This is the mermaid deck. And this is water alchemy. I never can pronounce that word. And this is the priestess of the moon. And I think we'll start out with the priestess of the moon. I have shuffled these 3 or 4 times, maybe more. All right, right now, let me get my iPad where I can see what I'm doing here. This is you. This is who you are right now. There's a lot of mystery in your life, things you don't know. I think you're very psychic. You see she has a little mask on. If I can get it a little bit closer. She has a little mask on, but it's got little peepholes here. But she's also got the crescent moon on her forehead, meaning that she's very psychic. But there's a lot of things that are mystery to her. She doesn't know. There's, moons here, and then the large moon here. And the moon is always mystery. We can't see the backside, although some of it is lit up. And you see here it's the different phases of the moon. And this card is will. Do you see that? Okay. Let's go on a little further and then we'll see what. Okay, and this card is I'm trying not to put a glare on the cards. This card is power. Wow. And there's a full moon in power, and it's like she's got power from each of her hands going, you see, over the moon. And then I can't see what she has on her forehead. I can't tell. Sorry. But let me, hold on just a minute. Let me turn this light the other direction. I think it's putting too much of a glare on the cards. Or turn it off. There. I think that might be a little bit better. Okay, we still have a little bit of glare, but I have to have my overhead light. So, you're very intuitive. There's so much you don't know. I think you're in your head a lot, but you do have a lot of power, quite a bit of power. Let's move these over where you can see them better. And this is release. And you see here, these are little butterflies. Can you see them? Can I bring them in a little closer? A butterfly changes. It's a caterpillar that changes itself, and it becomes a new being. Actually, it couldn't fly before. It could only crawl, and then all of a sudden it can fly. It's a totally new being. They have to the enzymes almost have to melt their body to become that new little butterfly. And this is you. This is what you need. You really do need to release a lot of things. You are a powerful being. You see, here's the moon again. A lot of it's invisible, okay? But there's so much power here. The problem is you've got to release some things. It's really, I believe it's taking you down. Some of the things that you think. We'll see a little bit more when we do some more reading, some more. Let me see. Okay, I'm being told this deck. And they said, take it off the top. Okay, and this, again, as I said, this is the mermaid deck. Now, I am going to try to talk a little faster. I have a tendency to talk slower, and my friends say my voice gets a little mousy, so I'm going to try to be a little faster. Sorry. Okay, so this is the 8 of Wands, and you see all the wands are coming like out of a volcano, and there's so much power here. The wands are like, I heard someone else say, rockets of desire. It's not just desire, but it's action coming in for you. It's action. It can be passion. It's dynamic power, okay, which goes along with this other card that you had. Okay, so Eight of Wands, there is so much here coming in for you. It's really amazing. And this is a mermaid. You see fire and water. So she's just jumping up out of the water with the volcano. So I think you have two, sometimes you're fiery and sometimes your emotions get the better of you. And this one is the Chariot. I might have to rethink this one here. Let's see. Because the Chariot means that you're moving fast. You have made a decision on something. If I can get the glow off of it. Move it over where the glow is not here. Chariot is where you are controlling your life with your mind. In the original Rider-Waite, they had no reins in the chariot. They were just controlling the chariot with their mind. It had a dark creature and a lighter creature, meaning both sides. But the person in the chariot controlled it with their mind, going down the middle, not too much to the dark side, not too much to the light side. That sounds like a Star Wars. But anyway, but it means you don't let your mind, you shouldn't let your mind wander two ways, indulge in one way or the other. And normally if you've got the chariot, you're controlling that and you're going straight down the center. You are very powerful because you're controlling whatever your life is going to be with your mind. Now we all do that. We all control our life, but a lot of times we don't realize it. And you got this one on top of power. I'm just trying to get them where you can see them. You got the Chariot and power. That's a lot of power. Really neat cards. Okay, and this is the Page of Cups. Now, you see the little fish that jumped out of the cup? Cups stand for emotions, love, everything that love could give. And this is a Page of Cups, meaning that you're getting a message or someone is bringing in a cup of love. But you see the little fish here, and he's jumped out of the water? Fish can swim in the water. That means they can swim in the emotions, and they don't have a problem with it. So it's trying to tell you that you can go, people say go with the flow. I don't believe in that. But a fish out of water is not a pretty thing. But in this case, it's looking at the Little Mermaid. So I believe that you are being given some kind of gift of love or kindness. And it's telling you, you know, you're being given a little gift of a fish too, of an amazing, fish are also abundance because, you know, when you fish in the ocean or you put a net out, you get that abundance back. So let's see what else we have. All right. We're going to do, these are the alchemy cards, and then we're going to do some more mermaids. Okay. This is, I want to make sure they're all in the picture here. Okay, this is a whirlpool. And you notice she's in the center of the whirlpool, but she's stable. It's not hurting her. It looks like she created it with her wand. So I'm going to have to, if we put all this together, we might have to rethink some of this stuff. This is a very powerful person. They're using their will, and then they've got all of this action, and they also have the Chariot, and then it's the whirlpool. And you've created a whirlpool around you. You've created this mermaid, so you've created all these emotions, but you're surviving. You're in the center. Wow. It's pretty neat. I love these cards. And this is fluids, sorry, with an S. And you'll see that she's holding, can you see this? She's holding a baby, looks like, I think. Nope, she's holding a jug of water, and she's pouring it into the little stream, whatever it is. And there's a baby being born here. So in your emotions, you're creating something. This doesn't mean a physical child, although it can if that's what you're wanting to have. But most of the time in this situation, in this card, it means your emotions is creating something, a birth of something, some thought. And then you see the little pomegranates out here, and pomegranates are always abundance. So this is a very powerful card because you see you're creating something with your mind, and that goes along with your will also. How fabulous. And you are moving fast. And this is crystal. Have I got it in focus here? This is crystal, and you see she's sitting on, it looks like a crystal here. So she's above her emotions here. And then the little all the little sea creatures, there's a whale and some penguins and a little seal, but she's above her emotions right now. Now, whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. But you see, and if you can see this right here, there was ice crystals going down. So it's like she's on an ice crystal. It's like you're above the things. It's a little cold and icy right now, but you're still above a lot of these emotions. And this is really neat because you got a card that a cup of love, kindness, nurturing has been given to you. And then you're sitting above, so you're not in, trapped in your emotions so much now. You can come above and think. You're being given something really neat. Okay, let's go back to the mermaid cards. All right, let's see. And this is temperance. Can you see it? Or it's not in the glow. You'll see that she's got two shells in her hands, and there's energy going from one shell to the other. She's sitting in the emotions, but she's still half out of it. So she's got power from one hand to the other. It's going, really an amazing card. Did we see right here? Yep, this is a different deck. Look, they're both the same type of cards. Power from one hand to the other. Same thing here. This is temperance, and this is the universe. It's like an angel or something in the Rider-Waite cards, telling you have to wait a little bit. It's saying you just got to temper yourself just a little bit more. You got a little bit more to learn. But these are two different decks, and I love doing the cards. I always tell people like this because when you do two different decks and you have the same meaning, you know to take it to heart. This is really, really neat. Where am I? Okay, this was in this row, but it's still two of the same same cards from different decks. I'm sorry. Okay. And this is the Hermit. See, the Hermit usually, he went off by himself, and he climbed a mountain by himself without any help. And then he studied himself. He studied what was inside him. See, he's looking at the light that's inside of him, but it also can mean something that's coming, the true wish you've had or having inside you. So this is also a very powerful card. It's a Virgo card, which I don't really read signs most of the time, but you're kind of by yourself a little bit right now. You go off to yourself, you're figuring things out, and I think you're starting to see who you really are inside. Wow. And that goes along with this card too. You're birthing something, okay? A new creation, a new idea. You're thinking about things. And in this one also, it could be a reflection of yourself, but this is really a neat card along with this one. They really go together. Okay, let's see if I can get it out of this is a 7 of Cups, and what it's saying is you've got all these choices. There's all these cups of different things. This one has like energy. This one has, what is that? Snake or something. I don't know what it is, but maybe an octopus and seagrass, whatever. But the thing is, you've got all these choices of what you want to have, what you want to create. This is talking about your creation, what you want inside. And it can also mean what you want with the Hermit card, who you really want to become, your choices of you. Really neat. Okay, let's do some more. They're telling me more of the mermaid cards, so we'll do some more of those. All right. This is 5 of Cups. And now you'll see that she's paying attention to the little sea lion right there. And then, but there's 3 cups spilled here. But there's 2 more behind her that she's not even focusing on. 2 more cups of wonder. But she can't see it for what's in front of her. So I think you've had things in the past that were not a good situation. Your life wasn't always the best, but you focused on just what was in front of you instead of what you could create or what could come. And I think you may still be doing that a little bit, but I think you've got an idea of how powerful you are. You hope you are. This is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is supposed to be a teacher, a way shower, but it also means by the book. Okay, see, she's got all these books here. They do things very orderly, and it also means stability, because a Hierophant is very stable. They're where they are. That doesn't mean you're where you are and you're going to stay there in life, but it means something very stable. So I think you are focusing on something that you want that's very stable, and that would go also with the Hermit card. Okay, you're focusing on this, something very stable, something that's not so hurtful that you've been through. Okay, let's push these down a little. And this is the 8 of Pentacles. This is a great card because you see there's so much around her. Now, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But there's all kinds of abundance. There's fairies, there's an owl, there's fox, a little frog with looks like some diamonds on its back or something. But you are being given, or you are given. Normally in an 8 of Pentacles, it would mean that you are creating what you truly want in life, and there's so much abundance all around you, and you have choices of what to create. So this is really a beautiful, beautiful card. This is, you are creating what you want. It's called a pre-empress card, but this is mermaids also. But Empress can control a whole realm. So what this card is that you're creating what you truly want, or you're thinking about it. You've a strong personality, but you're just now figuring out, I think, or have been for a little while, figuring out who you really are. And this card tells you that you have the ability, and I think you have it now. I think you're beginning to realize that. Beautiful card. Okay, so let's do some more mermaids here. Okay, and this one is a Seven of Swords. Okay, this card, now this deck is a little bit different. The mermaids are just taking up what's been left, what's been spilt. In a Rider-Waite card, it would be a different thing, but in this one, you're picking up things that hurt you. You're picking up the truth. See, a sword can hurt or it can defend, but it also slices through the air. It's the truth. It's, you know, cuts through the crap, if you want to put it that way. So in this card, y'all are picking up what's been spilt. It's like treasure has been left on the land for you, okay? Or in the ice for you. So you didn't see what all, there was 3 cups spilt, so things weren't always good. But now you're picking up the truth. You're seeing the truth. This is a 9 of Wands. As I said, wands are power, fiery, sometimes sensuality, action. And you see this man looks like he's got a bucket of fire or something on it, a globe of fire where he holds all the globes and he lights them up on his back. And it's a mermaid. So a 9 of Wands is normally, it would mean you're putting up a fence. You're not going to let anyone change your mind anymore. You've got this fiery defense, and you are not going to let people make you go beyond what you believe. And normally it would have been a wounded warrior. It means that you've come through a lot of stuff, and now you're setting your ground. See, he's got a wand, and he's fixing to put the little fiery globe in it, and that he's got that in his hand, and he is not backing down. He's only looking forward to lighting it all up. And the volcano is erupting, but he's not worried about it. And he's come, see, he's supposed to be a mermaid, but you notice he's got fiery stuff through his tail. So even though water is emotions, the fire is not bothering you. The action, the creativity, the power is not bothering you. It's not hurting you anymore. Oh, no wonder it's not hurting you. Wow. Okay, you've got the Justice card. And the Justice card always has a sword in it. You can see the little sword here. It's got scrolls over here. It means that you've gained knowledge now. Okay, you've come through the poopy stuff you had to go through, and you gain knowledge. And now there's always a sword here. It doesn't mean that someone who hurts you will be, what's the word I'm trying to say? It won't mean that they're getting hurt for hurting you. But it does mean that the universe has your side. They've seen the stuff you've gone through. You've learned from your mistakes and from the things that you experienced, and they're cutting it loose, that old experience. The only thing here is when you get the Justice card, the universe is there for you, but sometimes people hang on to the past. You can't stay in the past. So it's like after the movie's over, leave the theater. Don't keep going back. All right. Let's see, just one more. This is a really powerful reading. Oh my goodness. Look, you've got the sun. The sun is supposed to be one of the best cards in all the tarot deck. It means after everything you've gone through, it's like you've been in a dark tunnel and now all of a sudden the sun's coming out. You can see now. And you see the turtles and the fish, everything. Everything is working out. It's beginning to, after a long, hard place in the dark. Okay? And you did that by being the hermit, going up there and finding out stuff on your own. All right. Now, these two don't seem to go together, and we'll tell you why in a minute. This is the Eight of Swords, and you can see, if you can see it, she's bound, and there's swords everywhere. She's also blindfolded. It means she doesn't know which way to go. And I think there are times when you don't know the sun's shining, coming out for you. You've been through quite a bit, but you just really don't know. You still have some fears. You know, when we go through something, a lot of times we tend to think, well, it's never worked out for me before. But you have a lot of power here in your reading, and you're beginning to see, look at this. You know, what am I trying to say? Your emotions and everything are just swirling around you, but you're in the center and you're not being caught up by those as much anymore. Still, you still have some. Don't go back. Okay, and this is the Fool. Oh, this is wonderful. Fool always means that you've let go. So apparently what you went through before, you finally let go. I think you may have a few more little fears, but you're starting out on a new journey. You couldn't take that pain anymore. So you're just figuring out to start out on a new journey. And you see, she doesn't have hardly, she's got just a little bag with her. The Fool usually has a little dog in the Rider-Waite. That's a loyal companion. And he's fixing to jump off the cliff or walk off the cliff because he's not paying attention. He's jumping off the cliff with faith. And he doesn't have hardly anything with him. He's got like a little hobo bag. And this is what she's doing. She's coming up on shore. You see this? And she's ready to take a new adventure. Wow. How many cards did we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's probably enough for your reading, but I think you've come through a dark night, and now you're beginning to, you're a powerful being. You had a lot to learn. You really did. And you learned it through some hard, hard lessons. But it does look like the sun, the sun is coming out for you. You're being given the truth. You're just picking up the truth. You know, you're in the middle of the whirlwind now. It's not taking you. You did have some stuff where you weren't focusing on the good stuff that could have been given to you, but you also have power. You're still a powerful being. Sometimes we're very powerful, but we let our emotions take us down. We don't realize how powerful we are. But this is, you've got fire here, and these are water cards. You've got fire in this one. Let's see where we are. You've got fire in the mermaid. Well, actually, this is 2 mermaid cards that says fire in. You've got the Chariot, which means you're moving forward. And at a pretty good pace, too. Pretty fast. You're coming out of this mess. But you still have a few little... some of the fear, some of the mystery, but you're not letting it stop you. Wow. And look, like I said, the universe, spirit knows what you've been through. They're taking care of you now. But you did learn a whole bunch. But now they're cutting that all loose, that situation for you. I thought there was, oh, and look, this is Eight of Pentacles too, where you're creating what you want. This is also Seven of Cups, where you have choices. I mean, you are just moving along. You got the Page of Cups. They're giving you something. The universe is really, really with you. They do want you to release some of the past. Okay? Like I said, don't stay in the theater after the movie's over. Let it go. And that goes along with the swords too. Where are we here? No, here we are. Release that stuff. And I think you're doing pretty good about it, but because you're starting on a new path and the sun is shining for you, but just don't remember, anytime you start thinking about the past, replace it with something new that you want or a grateful thought. Don't become that old person again. I don't think you are. I mean, this is, look at the new you. Wow. Okay, Pisces, little soul warriors, I think you've done so well. I'm really, really proud of you. This is, also I will say, this is you, when the universe steps in and gives you justice, and then they've stepped in and done, I don't even know where the other cards are, I'm sorry. Here, they've given you a cup, a Page of Cups, which is, they're bringing you something. You're moving fast, but, and you've got choices here. So fabulous. You see, what I'm trying to say is that, and even the Hierophants here, what I'm trying to say is that you're moving up spiritually because you finally realize some things. And the universe is there, okay, justice is there to help you. They've been with you all along, but you had to go through those things to learn. We all do. And it's horrible. We all look back and go, why in the heck did I put myself through that? But the thing is, you've come out of it. You have the Sun card. I don't know where it is again, but here it is. Beautiful, beautiful card. The Sun. Abundance. Wow. I'm so happy for you, Pisces. I really am. This is really a great reading. I love readings like this. I just did another one and it was really a happy reading. I don't like sad readings, but I'm so happy for you. I'm just things are better. They're getting better. Oh my goodness. Don't let your fears control you. I don't think you really are, but just those little squeaky fears come back every now and then. Shoot them down. Replace them with the new thoughts of what you want to do. I truly love you all. Thank you, Pisces. Okay, see you later.